Welcome back. Well, if you have questions, our doctor on call has answers. We welcome back UK emergency physician Dr. Ryan Stanton. I've enjoyed working with you over the last several years. It's so only fitting that we wrap things up on my last day here with another one of our Ask the Doc segments. We have some great questions. And the first one, we tried to pick some interesting ones for the last time you and I would be together. He'll still be here. He's still coming back to answer your questions, so don't worry about that. But Rachel wants to know, does asparagus really help or prevent and cure hangovers? I love asparagus. It's supposed to be really good for you, but didn't know about the hangover.
Well, somebody has clearly been on the Everyday Medicine website, because we just mentioned this last week. An interesting study came out of South Korea that said that asparagus, one of the chemicals in asparagus, actually helps promote the liver in its processing of alcohol. And so what they showed from their study was that by processing this, it helps prevent hangovers. So it promotes the part that breaks down the alcohol into healthy products instead of the ones that produce the hangovers. And can actually help prevent liver damage as well. Now, there's not been any U.S. studies or any other studies that can prove this, especially how it could be helpful in medicine. But it's really interesting. So you may, at these parties you've got coming up, if you've got you a good ugly Christmas sweater party and you're going to get together, you may get you a cocktail in one hand and a handful of asparagus in the other.
Because I think, do we have the photo of what happens if you overdo it with the holiday party? Do we have that photo?
I know we had one last week that was pretty pretty wrecked.
I think we've censored that photo. But
that's too bad.
Was hitting it a little too hard. Well, our second question, what causes the veins in your arms to pop out so far that you can see them? Interesting question with visual aids. Oh, my.
Yeah, that's, I can tell you what caused that one in the middle, and it's probably steroids. But there's two things that we're talking about here. Everybody's got veins right under the skin. The veins run on the skin that are they run on top of the muscles in the fat layer that runs between the muscles and the skin. So everybody's got them there. We just don't necessarily see them all. If you have a thinner fat layer that we see like in those bodybuilders that are getting ready for competition, they'll start to show up just because they're right there. They tend to bulge when you increase the blood supply to the arms, especially with weightlifting. And we also see it in another situation on the right side there. That's varicose veins. That's probably what more of us are going to experience, and not that guy in the middle. That's gravity. That's our veins in the legs. They all have valves in them that make sure the blood goes one direction back to the heart. And as we get older, those veins, those valves start to break down and not become as watertight. So the gravity starts to pull that down, will make the veins in the legs bulge. People that are up on their legs a lot, standing up a lot, we'll see that. It can also cause some swelling within the ankles. So it's actually very common. It's nothing wrong with it. It's not a bad thing. Those may not be aesthetically pleasing if it happens to be the varicose veins, but there are some treatments out there that people can do to help get rid of them or help minimize them. But it's okay. If you've got some, show them off, flaunt them. What God gave you.
All right. Well, some great questions and, as always, great answers. And we do remind you can continue to ask Dr. Stanton your questions. Just go to our new and improved WTVQ.com, click on Health, and in the top listing there you will see Dr. On Call and an email where you can submit your questions. And my associate Doug High will be joining you, I think, for some of these segments in the near future.
Oh, I'm sad. I'm going to miss you over here.
It's been great working with you. Thank you very much. All our medical fun that we've had. We will be right back with a check of your forecast. Meteorologist Jeff Cornish has a preview.